doing the British tag. Now Estee really kindly tagged me to do this, so that is why I'm doing it, and I will link her video in the description bar below. And I have got a cup of tea here, but actually I don't have a cup of tea here because it is so hot in my room, and just in general I can't stand to have a cup of tea right now, I'm afraid. But just imagine there's one in here. It's really, really nice. Okay, so the first question is, how many cups of tea do you have a day and how many sugars? Now I would have to say that it really does range, so from probably 1 to 4 a day. I always have one in the morning when I wake up, and then normally when I get to work, and then it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. It's probably like 2 to 4, but probably more 2. That's quite a long-winded way of saying that. But yeah, I don't have any sugars either because I tried to cut that out because I didn't really need it, so there we go. Favourite part of your roast? This is really difficult for me because I love meat, okay? Meat is just so good, and beef particularly is amazing in a roast, but I'd probably have to say the gravy just does it for me. My mum's gravy is amazing, and it pretty much makes a roast amazing, whatever the roast is, and if we had that gravy with everything, it would just be amazing. Favourite dunking biscuit? Now I actually went out and bought some to show you guys, and shamedly I've actually already eaten some, and I love biscuits, okay? So much so that Dan actually bought me this t-shirt a couple of years ago. So I love all types of biscuits, and chocolate ones, oaty ones, milky ones, is that even a thing? Creamy ones, all of them. But my favourite dunking biscuit would have to be the chocolate chip cookies. Any variety, just the small little ones that look like this. And they can be any brand, it doesn't matter. They're so good. It's basically just because they're crunchy, they're chocolatey, and they're quite substantial, so they don't completely dunk off in your cup of tea. And they're just amazing, and especially with milk as well. Favourite quintessentially British pastime? I don't think I've said that right, but we'll just go along with it. I would probably have to say going to the seaside, sort of having fish and chips. I love to do that. Or like going for a walk. I think that's kind of quite British, like going for a walk in the countryside, like putting on some wellies, etc. So yeah, those sort of 2 things I would love to do at the weekend, so I love to do that. Favourite word? This is really difficult. Like, the one that pops into my head for some reason is golly gosh. And I know that is 2 words, but I just think that is pretty funny. Golly gosh. Oh golly gosh. But yeah, I can't think of any more, to be quite honest. It's quite hard with like the whole dictionary of words, but that will definitely be my favourite word. Cockney rhyming slang. This is quite difficult because again I don't really know many of them. The only one that springs to my mind is apples and pears, which means stairs, which is probably what quite a lot of other people are going to say. I don't really know any more. I think, aren't there like, isn't there rhyming Cockney slang in Goldmember, Austin Powers? Possibly. Possibly. Favourite sweet? Again, I have brought an example for you, and I would have to say Starburst because they are just square chewiness of fruity goodness, and they are so nice. If you don't know what these are, I'll show you. I'm sure you would. I don't know if they're, I'm sure they're global. They come in little cute packages. You open them out like little parcels, and then they're this, and they're just a square of fruitiness. My favourites are the lime green ones and the strawberry red ones. What would your pub be called? This is really difficult, like I literally have no idea. The only thing that sprung to mind would be the French Bulldog, just because I like French Bulldogs and I can't really think of anything else, and normally they're related to animals or something. Like if it was a girly pub I could call it fayesfix, but that's not that great, is it? So the French Bulldog. No.1 British person. Literally the person that just springs to my mind is the Queen. Like I can't think of anybody else that just screams British to me. Like the Queen is so British, she's so sweet. I love her little sort of outfits, and like you can't get more British than that, can you? Like the only other thing I can think of which is so sad is David Beckham, just because everyone knows who he is and that he's British. And yeah, they are really bad examples, but that's who I think of when I think of Britain. Favourite shop slash restaurant. I'd have to say my favourite shops would be Topshop because it's so British, Primark because that is originally from the UK, and also my favourite restaurant would actually have to be Nandos. Not particularly refined but pretty tasty, and that is British and is a pretty good place to go and get an affordable dinner, I can tell you that, and it is so yummy. Halloumi cheese all the way. What British song pops into your head? This is again quite difficult. The one that springs to my head, which I don't know why, it's probably quite a global song, is Hey Jude, don't make it better. But is that the Beatles or is that just Paul McCartney? But anyway, I just think that song is like one of those, I don't know if I really like it that much, but it's quite iconic and it seems to always be played at these big events, particularly the Olympics, which just seem to go on forever. But I just think it's really British, like we always seem to play that song. Marmite. This is silly, but I don't love it and I don't hate it. I literally am right in the middle. It's alright, I like it on toast. I don't really like it with much else, but I don't love it and I don't hate it, so I'm one of those annoying people that sit on the fence, I'm afraid. That is me done with the British tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like if you did like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Go and click that subscribe button. Thanks again to SD for tagging me. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you again soon. Also, I will tag some people in the description box below. Thank you guys, bye!